Ladies and gentlemen, from Make, the Make Lab Rats finishing their lap, not under their own power, but it's good enough. Round of applause. It hit the wall completely, had absolutely no steering.
Hey everyone, we're out here at Maker Faire 2013 with Jim from the Power Racing Series. Jim's a fellow Chicagoan, so it's pretty exciting to see him out here at Maker Faire Bay Area. So Jim, tell us, what is the Power Racing Series?
Well, the Power Racing Series is a $500 electric car racing series. You start with a Power Wheel body and you hack it to make it into an electric race car.
And so when did you start the Power Racing Series?
The series started in 2009. We had just 6 cars, all from our local makerspace, Pumping Station 1 in Chicago. And then over the years, we kept adding more spaces from across the United States. And this is our first time in San Mateo, so we have a lot of first-time teams from all over California.
So how many races have you done so far?
Over the years or over the years, I'd say it's probably our 10th or something total. We're gonna have about 5 races this year, so I mean we keep exponentially growing in size. So
it's unbelievable. So now tell us, are you a maker yourself?
I'm one of the founding members of Pumping Station 1 in Chicago, I like to build stuff. I do a lot of art, so I guess you consider this a really extended lawn art project.
So how old were you when you first started making stuff?
I used to basically play around with like all sorts of, I take apart stuff at home and whatnot. I first welded when I was 8.
Okay, so is you're taking stuff apart and welding when you're 8? Are your parents encouraging of this kind of behavior?
Yeah, my dad showed me how to do it. He needed a floorboard of his car finished, and he wanted his son to do it. So he taught me.
Cool. So when you're not doing the Power Racing Series, what are you doing?
Usually I'm a graphic designer. That's kind of like my normal day job. I like to do more of that for a living because I love doing art. But this is like one of those fun side projects that I can never let go of.
So now you've actually come over to our office and we've been talking about Power Racing Series, but maybe share with everybody a little bit about your vision. Like, where's this going?
I would love to see the Power Racing Series turn into a motorsport for high schoolers. Basically, high school teams making a formal series that instead of paying extremely high cost to do, like, say, FIRST Robotics or something, we can offer a cheaper alternative that provides 80% of the knowledge for 20% of the cost, and it's fun. We want something for to encourage kids that science and technology is a lot of fun instead of stressful and difficult and challenging. We want it to be challenging and encourage it instead of just saying, oh, you have this deadline, you have to meet it. It's like, oh, try and fail. Make it, see if it works. If it doesn't work, that's all right. You go back to the pits and you fix the car.
So now you said this year there's 6 teams competing. Tell us about the cars.
Well, some of these cars a lot of them are from teams that this is their first year, and some of them have entries that are actually very impressive. Like, they've been doing their homework now. Years back, we would have teams show up with parts and stuff that we know would break, and they have now paid attention to enough of our videos and seen the other teams and how they performed over years that they start right off the bat with something that's very fast, very cool looking and fun, and the crowd loves it. So I'd say that California's doing a great job so far.
So I heard that, in the past when I've seen these races, it's been makerspaces, but I heard someone say that Tesla actually has an entry this year.
Well, it's some of the employees from Tesla, so we could count it as that, though.
So are we looking at is this going to be a ringer?
I would hope so, but according to what I heard from the team lead, they just finished their car at 3 in the morning last night, so it might be a bit iffy.
So it sounds like they've been focusing on those roadsters that they're shipping.
Yeah, I think they have their priorities set straight. They don't want to focus too much on their Power Wheels entry.
Okay, so Maker Faire 2014, what can we expect from the Power Racing Series?
Well, this year we have a total of about 40 teams across the United States. Now, not all 40 teams perform at every single race. So I would imagine that's going to grow more next year, and hopefully we'll add a few more races to the calendar, hit the East Coast even harder than we did this year. We're already in talks with starting a race in North Carolina. So my goal is to have 2 or 3 divisions started by next year, and hopefully get a few high school teams started so we can make a formal league out of that.
All right, sounds good. I'm sure we'll be hearing a lot more from you in the future.
Awesome.
Good to see you. Thanks for taking the time.
Thanks for having us.
All right.